You know, it's entirely possible to spend, say, 50 years working yourself to the absolute bone, only to wake up and realize you've built a life you don't actually want. Crazy, right? Well, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're unpacking architecting intentional success through focused vision. It's basically a masterclass in how to stop just letting life happen to you and instead start engineering your own success. Let's dive in.
So, are your daily efforts scattered? If you've ever felt like you're working hard every single day, putting in those long hours, endlessly checking off tasks, but somehow you're just not moving the needle, well, you aren't alone. You're likely suffering from the default human state of scattered efforts. It's kind of like flooring the gas pedal while your car is stuck in neutral. I mean, the engine is roaring, you're burning through all this expensive fuel, but you literally have zero forward momentum.
Section 1. The danger of drifting. The fundamental issue here is working hard every single day without a specific target. We spend decades building these careers, but we rarely just sit down and state, okay, this is exactly what I am aiming for. Think of an archer firing arrows into an empty field. Sure, it takes immense energy to draw the bow back, but without a bullseye, it's just wasted effort. When that specific target is missing, you become incredibly busy but entirely unproductive when it comes to any real, meaningful progress in your life.
And that leads us to a pretty brutal truth. Vague goals produce vague results. If your idea of success is this hazy, I want to be rich or I want to be free, well, your reality is going to be just as hazy. You end up trapping yourself in this exhausting cycle of work. To get precise, measurable results, to actually hold the trophy at the end of the day, you absolutely have to start with precise, measurable targets. Section 2. The power of written goals.
Focus creates direction, and direction creates progress. Now, look, this isn't some cheap motivational poster you'd see in a corporate office. This is the literal, mechanical reality of human attention. The very moment you write down a clear goal, you activate your brain's filtering system. It shifts from passive observation to active hunting. Suddenly, your mind just starts spotting the exact opportunities, the right conversations, and the ideas that will actually move you toward that target.
So what does this actually look like in practice? Well, let's talk exact numbers. If your objective is to escape the traditional 9-to-5 grind, you can't just say, oh, I want to quit my job. No, you must calculate and physically write down the exact monthly dollar amount required to replace that income. Is it exactly $4,000? Is it $8,250? Whatever it is, do the math, define it, and give your brain a concrete, unquestionable finish line.
Because once that exact number is locked in, focus directs your attention. Your mind starts acting like a funnel. Out of the millions of data points you process every single day, it naturally starts noticing aligned opportunities. It filters out all the noise and catches what actually matters. Clear goals equal clear paths. You suddenly realize which tasks move the needle and which are just total distractions. And the absolute best part of the system? It raises your standard for success. Once you hit that number, you simply raise the bar, creating this continuous, self-sustaining engine of growth.
Section 3. Designing income and life.
But hey, we aren't just here to talk about money. Our source makes it emphatically clear. You must intentionally design your life right alongside your income. You need to decide and write down how many days a week you want to work, exactly where in the world you want to work from, and what kind of business you actually want to own. I mean, a high income means absolutely nothing if you're chained to a desk you hate, working 7 days a week in a business that completely drains your soul. Your lifestyle targets require the exact same rigor as your financial targets.
Remember, your future follows your focus. The life you repeatedly picture and actively pursue literally becomes the life you are mathematically most likely to build. If you obsess over a life of freedom, setting strict boundaries on your working hours, and hitting a targeted income, your daily decisions will subconsciously bend toward that exact reality. It's like this focused vision becomes the architectural blueprint that your future self will use to build your life.
Section 4. Pursuing leverage over effort. Now, to make this vision a reality, we need a massive paradigm shift. We've been conditioned basically from birth to believe that harder work always equals more success. But we really need to redefine our terms here. We need to focus on leverage. Leverage is all about finding those simpler activities that create larger, repeatable results. It's about letting systems do the heavy lifting for you, rather than just exhausting yourself with sheer brute force.
Think of the difference between effort and leverage this way. Effort is difficult work producing a small income, like manually emailing 100 individual prospects one by one. Leverage, on the other hand, is simpler activities creating larger, repeatable results. like taking the time to build one incredible automated marketing sequence that reaches 10,000 people while you sleep. You have to stop chasing difficult work just to feel productive. You need to look at your daily tasks and ruthlessly ask yourself, can I build a process for this? Can this work repeatedly without my physical input? That right there is the shift from pure effort to true leverage.
Section 5. Steps to intentional success.
Okay, so let's get highly practical with the exact how-to framework for implementing this in your own life today. It comes down to 5 steps. Step 1, write down your exact monthly income goal today. Step 2, write down your desired lifestyle, your schedule, your location, the freedom you want. Step 3 is vital for your psychology. Review these goals every single morning to prime your brain. Step 4 becomes your new operational filter. Before you start anything, ask yourself, does this move me toward my goals? If the answer is no, drop it. And finally, step 5, increase your goals as they are achieved so you never stop growing.
The bottom line of our entire explainer is beautifully summarized in this quote: you rarely drift into the life you want, you build it intentionally. It doesn't just happen by accident, and no one is coming to build it for you. A clear goal acts like a lighthouse. It makes it drastically easier to recognize the right opportunities and steer clear of the rocks. When the fog lifts, the path clears, and you become the true architect of your own future.
So, which brings us to our final question for you. Will you continue to drift, just hoping the current takes you somewhere nice, or will you write down your exact number and start architecting your success today? I'll leave you with that thought to challenge your current trajectory. Grab a pen right now, define your target, and start building your new world. Thanks for hanging out with us for this explainer, and we'll catch you next time.